Hi guys, hello everyone. This is Nefti and I am an English teacher. And although this is my first video in front of the cameras, I am an English teacher with a lot of years of experience. I am not a native English teacher, but it doesn't mean that I'm not effective. I got very good results with my students and I consider myself to be a very effective teacher. Today, I'm gonna talk to you about different tips that you have to take into consideration in order to think in English when you speak English. You have to stop translating and start thinking in English. Yeah? The first thing that you have to do in order to start thinking in English is to do simple things you enjoy doing, but in English. Look, most of people just give up and get frustrated because they try to understand every single word in English. The only thing that they can think of is their native language. But what you have to do is to start small and to do simple things related to the English language. For example, put your phone in English. Or make a to-do list in English. A to-do list is like to make a list with the things that you have to do every day, like do your homework or go grocery shopping, for example. In traditional English classroom, your teacher maybe will give you a list of English words and will teach you how to memorize them. Maybe you need to spell them. Maybe you need to fill in some blanks using those words. But this is completely useless, or at least not especially helpful to grow your vocabulary. I'm going to give you some steps to build your vocabulary and to grow your vocabulary in order to be fluent in English. The first thing that you have to do, as I told you before, is to look for things that you really like doing, but in English. For example, listen to music in English. Find a song you really like. Find the lyrics. Listen to the song while you're reading the lyrics. Then you maybe can turn off that song and just read the lyrics, imitate the accent, imitate the rhythm, imitate the intonation. The best way to actually learn the language and to actually be fluent in the language and to sound like a native speaker of English is just the immersion, to control your English immersion. But the majority of my students, 90% of my students are Spanish, or they come from Spanish countries, Spanish spoken countries, and they don't have the opportunity to have a real immersion in English. They don't have the opportunity to travel to England or to the States. They don't have the opportunity to have conversations with native speakers or to share with native speakers. So how to control your English immersion, whether you are in an English spoken country or not? Well, as I told you before, the first thing is to do simple things like listen to music or songs. But you can do other things like listen to more spoken English, listen to the radio or to internet radio, or you can listen to the news. Like there is a very good station or YouTube channel that is the Voice of America, VOA. That is an American program for English learners with adapted news and English. Or another thing that you can do is to watch sitcoms like Friends, or the current scary ones like The Walking Dead that many people are like waiting for the next season. The key point here is just to do what you enjoy doing in English. Could be to listen to programs, radio, series or movies in English. But you don't need to be 100% focused. You just can put on the music in the background while you are doing other things, doing the chores, cooking, or things like that. Because just being in an environment where you're exposed and immersed to English can help you too. And another thing that is like up to date, if you are on Facebook, you can also find some friends who are English and see if they are doing Facebook live videos, for example, or if they can chat with you in English. A lot of people just do this kind of videos just for fun. A lot of people love to share with you in English. So look for things that are simple on your daily basis just to practice your English language. And another thing that you can also do is to watch videos like this one. So see you soon.